Your body has a glitch. It's called a hiccup. And it's older than you think. A hiccup happens when your diaphragm, the big muscle under your lungs, suddenly spasms without warning. That spasm sucks air in fast. Then a flap at the back of your throat, called the glottis, slams shut to stop it. That slam is the sharp hic sound you hear. It happens in a fraction of a second, and you have almost no control over it. Here's the strange part. Scientists believe hiccups are a leftover reflex from our ancient ancestors, fish and amphibians that breathed through gills before lungs ever existed. Back then, this same nerve pathway helped push water over the gills so oxygen could be absorbed. When animals evolved lungs and left the water behind, that old wiring didn't disappear, it just went quiet. And every time you hiccup, it's firing again, for no reason at all. It's not just humans either. Cats hiccup, dogs hiccup, even rats and rabbits hiccup. Scientists studying the reflex across species found the same basic circuit in almost every air-breathing mammal, which is part of why they believe it's so ancient. If it were something new, you wouldn't expect to find it wired the same way in so many completely different animals. Babies hiccup constantly in the womb, sometimes dozens of times a day. Some researchers think it's practice for breathing, a kind of rehearsal before birth. Others think it's simply this ancient reflex firing early, before it even has a job to do. Either way, you were hiccuping before you ever took your first breath. And here's the part that should genuinely bother you. Hiccups aren't just useless, they're barely explained at all. There's no clear medical purpose, no known benefit, nothing it protects you from. It's just still there, quietly wired into your nervous system, running in the background like an old app you forgot to delete. There's no shortage of so-called cures. Holding your breath, drinking water upside down, getting scared, pulling on your tongue. The truth is, none of them have strong scientific backing. Hiccups almost always stop on their own because the nerve simply resets, not because of anything you did to fix it. But not always. Most hiccups last a few minutes at most. Some last a few hours. But medically, if hiccups continue for more than 48 hours straight, they're classified as persistent. And if they last longer than a month, they're classified as intractable, meaning they refuse to stop no matter what. The longest recorded case in history lasted 68 years. A man named Charles Osborne started hiccuping in 1922 and didn't stop until 1990. Doctors estimate he hiccuped an astonishing 430 million times over the course of his life. And somehow, he lived a full one anyway. He married, raised children, held a job, hiccuping through nearly all of it. Your body is still doing something it hasn't needed in 400 million years. It has no purpose, no reliable off switch, and no real explanation. And the next time it happens to you, right in the middle of a meal or a conversation, you'll know the truth. You're not broken. You're just running very old code.